I was 12 years old when my mom told me and my 4 younger brothers, "Hey guys, this summer we're going to a place called Catholic Familyland." I laughed, which is how most people react when they learn that Catholic Familyland is a place on earth that actually exists. I thought it was a joke. I wish it had been a joke. But to my horror, Mom showed me a promotional video of the place.
This video is for educational purposes only. Please do not spread any hate towards Catholic Familyland.
I begged not to go, but Mom maintained that I, more than any of my other siblings, was in desperate need of an encounter with Christ. Mom called 1-800-4MARY to register and pay for our $900 week-long stay at this remote Catholic boot camp located in Allegheny Mountains of Bloomingdale, Ohio. That summer, I would find myself in a whole new world, and over the next 4 years, I would discover just how magical this place truly is. It was a 9-hour drive from Charlotte, North Carolina to Bloomingdale, Ohio, and Mom was already having the time of her life. "Are you guys excited?" she said. "I'm excited." The compound was not easy to find. The only way in was through a 1-lane, unmarked dirt road, and the spotty cell service killed our GPS. "I hope we get lost," I said. "Maybe this won't be so bad," I remember thinking. "At least it looks like a beautiful place." I don't recall seeing any entrance sign, but I knew we had arrived when we hit this line of traffic. But it wasn't just any old traffic line. Oh no. When I looked out the passenger seat window, as far as I could see ahead of us into the field and the skyline were gigantic 8 to 10 seat passenger vans. The traffic line of supersized kidmobiles would crawl forward, stop, and I could see a door open. Out would tumble 8, 9, sometimes up to 14 children. Just when I thought, how does that mother possibly do it? Out would pop 3 or 4 more. Oh my God. Huge vans emptied, pulled forward, emptied, pulled forward, emptied, pulled forward again, until it was our turn. I wasn't ready to get out of the car. I remember hundreds of volunteers in identical yellow t-shirts holding balloons and waving and smiling so much I swore the muscles of their faces must be hurting. "Welcome to Catholic Familyland," they cheered. "We're so glad you're here." It was time. There was no escaping it. I had to get out of the car now. I stepped outside, and the first thing I noticed was the music. Hymns, to be exact. I scanned the big grassy field and the small buildings, trying to find where the music was coming from. There! An old school speaker was attached to a light post. And there! 2 more speakers were filling the forest with the thrill of Jesus' amazing grace. This music played all the time, indoors and out. Silence did not exist at this place. My brothers and I meandered around. There were attractions like a 900-foot-long water slide, horseback riding, a ball pit, a swimming pool, and sand volleyball courts. All this could be found right next to the holy crypt of the servant of God, Gwen Conacher, and her deceased husband, Jerry, as well as a shrine dedicated to the unborn. I was about to run back to the car. As if on cue, everyone around us knew what to do. Crowds of hundreds of strangers immediately froze and got on their knees to pray the Divine Mercy Chaplet, which lasts like an hour. They folded their hands and bowed their heads. I couldn't believe how obedient most of the children were. I learned pretty quickly that wherever you were and whatever you were doing, swimming at the pool, eating hot dogs at the snack shack, riding horses in the forest, or even taking a shower, it didn't matter. At 3 o'clock, you would immediately freeze, kneel, and pray the 45-minute-long Divine Mercy Chaplet. I didn't know it at the time, but the Divine Mercy Chaplet prayer leader and leader of the most masses and pretty much everything was Catholic Familyland's head chaplain and longest follower. Their pride and joy, Father Kevin Barrett. Anyway, my mom was pointing with her index fingers to the floor and making a googly-eyed, tight-lipped expression that transfigured her face, her typically friendly countenance, into someone I hardly recognized. Then she said, "Madison, Josh, on your knees now." Josh surrendered with a sigh and excessive rolling of his eyes. "You're embarrassing me," Mom whispered. I scanned the grassy field and all the people around me at the snack shack. Some kids that looked bored, but everyone had fallen in line. Everyone except me. And here's the thing. At 12 years old, I still believed in God, and I still considered myself somewhat Catholic. So I was just thinking, what the hell is wrong with me? If I believe in God and if I believe in prayer, why can't I just drop to my knees and join in with all of these people? "Holy God," said Father Barrett, "Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and on the whole world." I started to notice that a lot of people were looking at me, and I was not a fan of that, so I got on my knees. Catholic Familyland 1, Madison 0.